Hello, welcome. I'm Dawn. So let's get this started with I'm going to be reading what my angels and guides want me to know. I'm going to do that for the full reading, for the full spread. And then I'm going to do a reading for each sign. And I already have my cards sorted out. It's been really weird energy that the cards have just been jumping like crazy. So let's get this going and start with our first three cards, what my angels and guides or what our angels and guides, what our angels and guides want us to know. So as you come in, that brings your energy in. So if you're watching, your energy's here for sure. Okay. Bottom of the deck, shadow. Yeah, that's, the readings that I've just been doing have been like, there is some unknown stuff going on, and we don't know what the truth is. So, financial and material changes. Okay. Intuition, much needed intuition, right? What our angels and guides want us to know. And universe, that higher perspective, right? Being in touch with our intuition to know what is for our greatest and highest good and keeping that higher vibration. Because I think what's going on is affecting the collective, but because we have that higher energy, because we are trying to be better people in a sense of being connected to ourselves, right? That I think that is what gives us a higher timeline. That yes, we're still part of the collective, but I think that we don't have that fear thing going on where like, okay, we know change is necessary and change is needed, but I'm not going to be fearful about it. And I haven't been because I have really good, how best to say this? Um, I was raised by people who didn't have much growing up. Like my grandparents raised children in the Depression, and I'm not it's just like you'll be surprised at what you can do with very little. All right. Underside, strength, shadow and strength. So, whatever you need to get through. The Hanged Man, looking at things from a different perspective. This is Sleeping Beauty. Very interesting hangman. Under financial and material changes. The Emperor under intuition. I have my own messages coming through already. 10 of Swords, right? Under universe. 10, there's an ending coming. An ending. Not only swords are in the water, they're pouring oil, right? So that's, pouring oil. Yeah, definitely. Three of Coins. Now, I want to say something about this particular Three of Coins. Three of Coins is generally about celebration and everything, but in this particular background, you have stuff that looks very, very scary. So I was like, that's not the Three of Coin energy I'm aware of, where there's scary things. It's like your friends and everything. Well, this is what's going on truly. These are her mentors, and they're very proud of their apprentice. And that's what I think needs to be taken with this particular message is like, you know, it's not as scary as you think, right? And the Three of Cups is very much about togetherness energy. 10 of Coins. This is the energy of tribe and being happy and enjoying each other, right? Six of Swords. So from the 10 of Swords to the Six of Swords, moving from this mess into calmer waters, right? Where they're pouring oil on something, pouring gasoline on the fire, basically, to moving into calmer waters, to a better shore. Interesting. King of Swords. And the King of Swords is very much about discernment. It's very much about, okay, let's get to the truth of the matter. Let's see what's really going on, and I'll base my decisions on that, right? And then Five of Wands. So that's interesting because I think you have this intuition of there's that door, but there's the universe, right? Trust your intuition. Now, the Emperor recently has been much more of a hierarchy thing, and not in a great way. It's much more of someone who wants to be bossy all the time. And I don't think that's the energy of what needs to be done, right? It's more this, I mean, this looks a little chaotic, but at least everybody's working together. And then you have this Five of Wands that came out, right? So this is, we'll clarify this a little bit because it's very, unsure energy of, okay, what are you even arguing about? That's what I feel like. What are you arguing about? I don't understand. So underneath this other Ace of Wands, a new and better idea. So it went from, so this is, I actually like this last row. It's the universe, from a higher perspective. Something's ended. Moving into calmer waters. But then it comes of new and better ideas, right? Right. So I really kind of want to clarify with I'll clarify with a few more cards, but you on the bottom hand, you had the shadow and then you had strength. Okay, you have this light and this dark. I don't really trust what may be coming out, I don't think all the truth is going to come out right away, whatever this thing is. That's why you need the King of Swords and looking at things from a different point of view and not thinking that everything is scary, because it's not scary. It's not as scary as you think. So let's get 3 more cards just to get that. Well, let's ask a better question. Immediate advice from what the current energies are. Immediate advice. Immediate advice. We'll see what happens. 9 of Cups. This is wish granted energy. The Chariot. July energy, Cancer energy, fast moving energy. 7 of Swords. Be careful. Be careful. 8 of Wands, messages coming in. Yeah, I don't think we're going to there's not any clear answer here. So, and I had thought that I wanted to, and I still will, because I feel like the answers are going to come individually in the signs. So I want advice for each of the signs. We're going to do 2 oracle cards and then 2 tarot cards, 2 oracle cards and 2 tarot cards. Here we go. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And we're going to go in order. So when I cut the deck, it'll go then straight on to the next sign. I just like telling the decks what my plan is so that they get themselves in the right order. And since I hadn't formed that question in that way, that I want advice for each of the signs. And my go-to deck for tarot, which is Light Seers Tarot. The energy is kind of crazy, so I want to make sure I get clear messages, and this is my closest deck for that when I'm like, oh, okay, right there. All right, starting with Aries. Let's go, starting with Aries. Aries, Dream Thief, refusal of the call. What are you being called to? Refusal of the call, Aries. I kind of think that's a smart move. Refusal of the call, because what is the truth? Refusal of the call. You're like, it's like a call to arms, and you're like, why? Why? I want to know why. That's a 13 card. Broken open. Yeah, this is very unsettled energy. Very unsettled. And this is, I mean, interesting, right? So two cards for Aries here. And we'll go on with the rest in the same way. Aries, first card, Eight of Swords. There's some very unclear things, and refusal of the call might be a very good idea, right? If you don't know what's going on, Nine of Swords, bad dreams. Yeah. This is very smart, Aries, to question and say, wait a second, I'm not feeling good about this. I'm not feeling good about this. I am going to, dream thief, refusal of the call. Listen to your intuition, listen to your conscience, because these are what all those energies are, right? Refusal of the call and broken open, and that intuition and that dream sense. And then you get the Eight of Swords, the unclear energy, what is tying, whatever it is, you don't agree with what's going on because you feel like your hands are tied, you're feeling like tied up in knots, and then you are just not comfortable, right? Bad dreams, things are ruminating in your head. So I would say refusal of the call is not a bad idea, to hesitate, Okay. So for Taurus energy, horn cactus, resourcefulness. Yeah, the horn cactus can be relied upon for, in the desert, the storage of water, right? And then it has the protective spines around it, to keep off predators, right? So that horned cactus. Okay, the other energy, a powerful move. So I feel like there's very much, I think for you, there is that, okay, when you have this in the background, the sun coming through, a powerful move. It's like playing a game of chess, right? You have that chess piece. And I don't know if that's the king or the queen, but all of this energy, the lock. Yeah, I think, your patience, about what you want to decide to do. All right. And Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is after you've gotten the facts, the Eight of Cups is you've gotten your fill from the Eight of Cups. You've gotten that information, and then you're moving onward. You're moving, you're moving on to a better day. The High Priestess. The High Priestess energy. And the High Priestess is very much about, she has that knowledge. She's got that knowledge. She's moving on, and she's keeping her own counsel, right? And keeping that higher connection. And I think that's important. I think keeping a higher connection and making your own moves and making your own decisions, I think that's very important. Okay. Gemini. Fortune's wheel, luck, and right timing. Jupiter is in your sign right now. So fortune's wheel, the right timing is important. Definitely important. So is it a now move or is it a later move? Right? a burst of magic. I think with Jupiter in your sign, that you can take advantage of that energy of Jupiter and what's going on with Jupiter now. So I think that it may be easier for you. You are a mutable sign, so you can adjust very easily. Luck and the right timing. This is more of a beneficial energy for you. Whatever is going on, you're going to turn it to your advantage. At least that's what these first two cards are saying, right? So let's see what the Ten of Swords, moving on from something that's finished. And this is like the most, you know, peaceful Ten of Swords I've seen, where it's like, okay, not hauling a bunch of baggage or anything with you. It's not a mess. It's just moving on. And the World. Yeah, this is like a much easier, there's endings. There's definitely endings. But the beginning, something new that you're going to be going to in the world, this is very, this is energy that you can utilize, right? This is energy that you can work with. It's like, okay, you can adapt very easily. Um, there's an ending here, but that signals a new beginning. And that, that's that feeling of that fortune's wheel burst of magic, right? So two wheels that have shown up. I would say that is definitely things are working in your favor. And I think that's because Jupiter is there. So that's to your benefit. Let's see, July Cancer energy. Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. So Cancerian energy, like a mama dragon, right? Protecting the future. And for a Cancer, what is valuable? What's coming after? And we're very much about ancestors. We're very much about bringing that energy in of past lives, past family, ancestors, all of that coming down through us, and that energy of protecting the future. Okay, we are definitely, I feel like that's very mama dragon energy is what I'm feeling. Wish upon a star. And what Cancerian wouldn't protect a child, right? Wish upon a star. I feel like this energy is, I think thus far it's going to be fine. I think that's what, there's things that matter to you. And the first thing is family. Very first thing, family for Cancerian, right? Are the children taken care of? That's probably the first words out of your mouth. Are the kids okay? So what are these cards saying? Four of Wands. That's what's matter. It matters to you, the stability, as long as whatever happens, as long as your family's okay and that you're together. And what else? Ten of Pentacles. Yes. This energy is fairly good for you, I think. I feel like you're a cardinal sign, but when it comes to doing something for family, you're going to be there. You're going to be there, whether it's the family that you're from by blood or the family that you make with other people. Vibrational family is what I'll call it. So that's Cancer energy. Leo energy. Whale song resonating. And I just get these, my first thought was like, wow, Leo with a water sign. But this is the whale song. This is that creativity. It's that magic from this magnificent creature who rules the seas, honestly. I mean, to be magical like that, and it's in like a drop of water. So very interesting energy, the whale song resonating. Leo and their big hearts resonating. Into me, I see. I think you need to make sure that you stay in touch with this. Into me, I see. You are a fixed sign. I think it's very important for you to get a deep hold on what is important for you. Into me, I see being in touch with yourself. So let's see what the cards are for that. Five of Cups. Into me, I see. What are they looking at? You know, that's kind of what is it that they're paying attention to? And this Five of Cups is that the answers aren't in the spilled cups. The answers are everywhere else, but she's not realizing that. There's a bigger bowl than these other bowls, full of magic. There's one here that's creating this beautiful whirlpool, the beautiful sky, the path to be taken. Well, let's see what the next one is. Five of Swords. You know, you have to learn not to be, I guess, I feel like you have to know yourself in order that you don't question your decisions, right? It's like, did I make the right decision? It's like, okay, the decision is made. You work with it from that point on, because if it wasn't the right decision, it'll correct itself, right? It's like everything that's truly yours will come back another time to present itself, right? And and I don't know if you're afraid of that missing out type energy, but I think I think you need to really tune into yourself and not listen to what other people are whispering in your ear. Okay, so now we go to Virgo, Virgo energy. Woodwives, adaptability. Again, Virgo, mutable sign, adaptability, adaptability. I know Virgos are known for being, organized or knowing where to get their hands on things, or, all of that. Endless possibilities. And I think that's what you need to focus on. You know, it's like you have the adaptability and you can see endless possibilities. You always have, you always like to have a game plan. But because you're a mutable sign, if that game plan doesn't work out, you will have other possibilities. You have other possibilities that are available to you, right? That mutable energy, very much so. The devil energy. Now, what strings? What's trying to limit you? I want to see what this next card is. The wheel. She doesn't have strings. You have to watch out for this. You have to watch out for um, you holding yourself back, because usually what the devil signifies is the energy of um, self-limiting things. Like what have you given the power to somebody else? Don't give away your power. This is the wheel. It's divine timing, right? Things are moving in your favor. So it's very interesting. I love this, but this is like, it's the endless possibilities. And I think that's what the wheel signifies. So don't limit yourself to what's going on for you. Okay, let's go to Libra. Libra. Cat or pillar? Opportunity. Libra energy. Cat or pillar? It's very, I'm like, this is kind of, it's like an Alice in Wonderland kind of feel to this card. So the caterpillar. What, Libra, are you, what year are you looking for an opportunity? I want to see what this next card is, because Libra usually has difficulty, there's opportunities, but you usually have difficulty making a decision. And birds of a feather, right? And that's so Libra, sticking together with other people. So I want to pull, I'm going to pull the other cards right away because I kind of think King of Wands, yep, and Two of Swords, right? King of Wands, striking out on your own. Two of Swords, not quite knowing what that's going to mean. But I think you're with other people. That's kind of the sense that I get. It's like other people are coming into this. The opportunities are coming into this. And then you have the birds of a feather, right? You have that sense of community. And you are a cardinal sign. So there may be a leadership opportunity coming for you with this, but don't get bogged down in making decisions. That's your problem. Usually the biggest problem that a Libra has is making the decision, because you always weigh all the options, but sometimes the decision has to be made. Okay. So from Libra, we go to Scorpio. A tidy house, clarity and organization. Scorpio. I keep thinking, if you look at this little house down here, all these little entrances, all this mysteriousness, right? Sometimes when you're getting clarity and organization, you're like, you can find long lost treasures, right? Something comes to light that no one has seen for a while, and that's such a Scorpio thing, right? So, and that's the number one card, a tidy house in perfect harmony. I feel like this is about that sense of, you are what your environment is. So this tidy house and getting things in order will bring in that sense of harmony for you, because it's like if things are jumbled and unclear, and it's just such a cumbersome energy to try and deal with. So sometimes going through and clearing out what isn't needed. It's like pruning to get better. Have you ever seen anybody like pruning the raspberry bushes, like cutting them down to like this, and they come back and they're more fruitful than ever? And you're thinking, wow, that was pretty intense. But oh, look at this too. 1 1 1. So I would say that that feeling of you need to get that feeling of having control of your environment. Scorpio really needs control of their environment with this. Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving energy equally. And Four of Pentacles. This is someone who's hoarding things, right? But I don't think that energy it's stuck energy, right? It's stuck energy. So I really don't think that's what's going to serve you. I think, you know, I think when you don't hold some things back and you are willing to share with other people, then everybody has enough, right? So let's take a look at, so we went through Scorpio. Now we're going to go to Sagittarius energy, closing door, completion. So yeah, there's definitely been endings. So closing this door, completion. I feel like there's a task that you've completed now, and now it's time to just move on. So the closed door being completion, it's if you know that when God closes a door, he opens a window, right? And I always get the sense of I'm sorry, you're Sagittarius. You're not going to live with a closed door for long. You're going to be opening up and walking through that door or a different door. Call of the Muse, yes. Close the door on one thing and then you're called forward to something else. That makes much more sense for Sagittarius, right? That beautiful energy of creativity. Jupiter ruled. Jupiter's in Gemini. There's so much creative energy going on, no matter what field that you're in, especially anything that's, cutting edge technology. But it's not just that. It's the arts, right? It's things that inspire, and that's very much Sagittarius, and that's very much Jupiter. So what do we have for cards? The Magician, Gemini, where Jupiter is right now. Your ruler. So take what is in look at how everything really kind of blends in, right? Take that energy. And what's the last one? Take the energy, create something with alchemy, and feed that spark. Very nice. Oh, you know what? Again, you're a mutable sign. The mutable signs have been having it much easier with this whole thing. So I think that's something to be said. Definitely. Okay, Capricorn. That is just lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. And it's funny because with Capricorn and Cancer, very ancestral. Capricorn is very father energy. Cancer is very mother energy. So the lay of the land and ancestral wisdom can come from both sides, right? I think Capricorn does have that. Capricorn would be a cardinal energy, getting things started. It is what it is. So you have that wisdom. And then if you come across something, it's like, okay, this is what I have to work with. It is what it is. So I got to get started. This is what I've got to work with. Okay, it's go time. That's cardinal energy. That is what cardinal energy does. Two of Cups. In partnership. That's what I feel like. And it's a very beneficial, warm partnership. I feel more partnership than love connection in this, but it's definitely a very warm, loving partnership. And because it's cups, it's that lovely energy of, emotional strength, right? So what else? Ace of Cups, Two of Cups and Ace of Cups. Keep that heart chakra open, right? It is what it is. Oh, that's going to be fine. I think Capricorn is going to be just fine. The lay of the land, like, okay, I'm going to take the lay of the land. It is what it is. I can work with that. I can work with that, right? So after Capricorn, Aquarius, where Pluto is still at and is going to be backing up into Capricorn. So let's see what's going on here. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Now, I do know that there's a lot of water energy going on right now, all over the place. I expect there to be more of that. I expect there to be more flooding, more hurricanes, more of the other thing because of the astrology. So, but in this case, the overflow, overwhelm, and plenty, it's for Aquarius because you're about the collective. You're, I think, able to, gather in things, overwhelm and plenty, where I think it's that balance, right? When is enough? When is more? It's like, when is enough, right? When is enough? Or it's more than enough. How they say, enough is as good as a feast, right? How much do you need? Overwhelm and plenty. I think in one of the readings, I was like, if you have enough to feed your family every day, and you have a place to live, and you're all together and you're safe, It's a pretty good thing. Let it go. Take what you need and leave the rest for someone else. You have plenty. You have plenty. Aquarius, the lovers. Very strong energy. Partnerships. Partnerships. And the thing about this lovers is that you don't have to be, usually the lovers are very different from one another, right? And that is the nice part about this partnership, is that they, so Aquarian that I was just thinking of it. It's the ability to recognize what's different in the other person and value it, and value it. And Aquarius knows how to do that. This long journey, I think that there's things going on in the collective that are going to, have people moving around, but these two are not alone. And in most 10 of Wands, the person is hauling everything by themselves. But with her, she has someone there to help her. And I think that is the energy that you should be taking from this. Packed up, everything is there, traveled a long way, still moving forward, but she's not carrying all the burden herself, right? Okay. Let's go to Pisces. Pisces. Fools embrace transmuting pain. And Pisces is having this great change going on, I think even over the next couple years. It's that sense of the lack mentality, which is the lower vibration of Pisces, or self-pity, to that higher vibration of Pisces, which is that intuition, which is that being part of that connection to the higher self and higher realm, and transmuting. Also, what's going to be happening is, I believe, at 19 degrees of Saturn. Saturn is retrograding at 19 degrees. And there's an asteroid there that symbolizes family trauma, I'll say, and that it's getting rid of the ancestral patterns that we've had in the past and letting you move on from what, well, we've always done it that way, right? Fool's embrace, transmuting pain. You're not taking any of those ancestral wounds forward with you. You're not. You get to leave them. That's very, very true. And I'm very excited for Pisces. Pisces is my 10th house. And having Saturn there has been a learning experience. It continues to be a learning experience. Saturn makes you work, but it gives you the drive and strength to achieve your dreams in Pisces. And you can dream big when you're in Pisces, the machine. And Saturn is also about, this is actually, you can see very faintly the face of a clock, right? Time machine. What can you make happen? There's a lot that you can change, and that you can go back and change in ancestral patterns. And for Pisces, I think that's what's going on for you, is that you're going to go back and you're going to heal ancestral wounds. It's pretty big. You're going to have to work through some of that, though. But that's why Saturn's going into retrograde now, because you're going to be working on that. And you have some time to do it. There's months ahead where you can process some of this information. But, oh my goodness, generations of your family will be so grateful to you, right? So, Three of Pentacles. At any age, you can have valuable input and creativity, gorgeous energy, right? The master, the journeyman, and the apprentice, and they can all learn from each other. And the final one for Pisces, the emperor, strategy, and the magical, this whole magical wind that blows. So I think that there's, for you, there's healing ancestral trauma, healing the wounds of the past, and transmuting that energy. I just love this card. And it's 22, a master teacher. So this is gorgeous energy. And I know that there's things that are kind of odd going on right now, but I feel that collectively, we have lessons to learn, but because we're on a higher timeline as people just holding a good vibration for everybody else to just calm down. I think that's what our job is right now. So much love. I hope to see you soon. Bye.